this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about fair value gaps. And if you stick to the end, I'll give you a bonus tip. And yeah, let's get straight into the charts. Okay, so what is a fair value gap? A fair value gap is simply a gap between two candles like this, right? And I'm going to denote it by this green box here. This is what a fair value gap is. This candle high and this candle's low. That gap in between is a fair value gap. And what it means is that price has moved off very bullishly and it's not had time to refill. Price will often come down here, and those people who we refer to as smart money will start to buy the fair value gap. And what that means for you as a trader is that this fair value gap is a great entry. It's a great entry pattern that you can use, and it's a very high probability one. Now, for all fair value gaps, you want to know the bias, and the bias is pretty simple to determine. All you need to do is just go on the higher time frame. Let's go on the daily, and then you just ask yourself, where's the higher time frame trend? Are we more likely to go up, or are we more likely to go down? And if you've been looking at the chart, it's pretty obvious we've been going up, we're bullish, and we're likely to continue going up, right? That's all you need for that bias. All you need, just a higher time frame trend. And yeah, let's get back onto the 5 minute. So we have this fair value gap here, right? This right here is such a good entry for you, and it's showing London. London is 2 a.m. New York time till 5 a.m. So around here, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to enter at the fair value gap like this, and you're going to put your stop at the low of this candle that causes the fair value gap, right? That's the minimum that your stop can be, the absolute minimum it can be. It has to be at the low of the fair value gap, of the candle that forms the fair value gap. It can't be like there. It cannot be there, and it cannot be like this. It has to be here. It's the minimum that your stop has to be. And in terms of take profit, I would always say aim for some highs. So you could just do that, get 2.24, or you could just keep it simple and always aim for a 2 to 1. And it's really as simple as that. Like, honestly, it's as simple as that. That's all a fair value gap is. And that's really all you need to know about fair value gaps. It can be that simple. Now, what are some tips? A key tip is when we're bullish, you want to choose the fair value gap at the lowest point, the lowest fair value gap. The fair value gap at the lowest is the highest probability, and it gives you the best risk to reward. Because you see this fair value gap here, this one gave us a nice 2 to 1. But if you look carefully, there's another fair value gap here. I'll mark it out with these two candles here. Here's your another fair value gap right here. Let's say you entered here rather than here. What you would get is, let's say this is your 2 to 1. You would actually miss your take profit. You'd miss your take profit, and then you'll be stuck in this trade, which is likely to be a loss. All right, likely to just come down and take you out, and more likely to come back to this fair value gap. This is why you always want to, when you're bullish, always take the fair value gap. That's at the lowest. The lowest fair value gap in this displacement upwards is the highest probability of being retraded to. Because what you'll find, right, and you don't hear this much often, is that a fair value gap like this will be retraded to multiple times. Right, it's not a one and done sort of thing. So like here, probably in New York, you'll get something like this. The end of London at this point. This was London's move from this low to this high. And this is just dead time until we get to New York, which is 7 a.m. So what you can expect is that this fair value gap will get retraded to again. This is why fair value gaps are very high probability. It's because they get retraded to again and again and again. But when you're bullish, you always want to take the lowest fair value gap. The lowest fair value gap. Okay guys, now we have a bearish example on yen, USD JPY. And we're in FX replay mode because I want you to see what it looks like in live price action. And remember how I said when we're bullish we want the lowest fair value gap. Because we're bearish, write this down, we want the highest fair value gap. We want to take the highest fair value gap. We do not want to take this fair value gap here. We want to take the highest one here. I'll mark out the fair value gap like this. We always want to, when we're bearish, take the highest fair value gap. And when we're bullish, we want to take the lowest fair value gap. And yeah, your entry is just like it always will be, at the fair value gap low when bearish, and at the fair value gap high when bullish. And then you put your stop at the high of the candle that forms the fair value gap, and you reverse it when we're bullish. Everything's just reversed when you use bearish and bullish, as you'd expect. And yeah, you just aim for a 2 to 1, or you can aim for these lows, but let's just say we aim for a 2 to 1. So let's just play this price action. Look at that, boom. Look at that, straight to, and you see how price goes straight to the fair value gap and then shoots right off, right? That's how much price respects these fair value gaps. They're so key. They're absolutely key in price action. And yeah, you always want to be using these fair value gaps. They're very good entry patterns, especially for scalpers and day traders, because it moves really fast. That's where fair value gaps really excel, like on the lower time frames. And look, fair value gaps can be high probability on the higher time frame, because you see this fair value gap here. Right, let's just mark it out. You see this fair value gap right here. Remember, we're on the 4-hour chart here. Look how it's retraded to once, and then we shoot off, and then it's retraded to again. Yeah, you see that it's retraded to again during New York, and then we shoot off. Price will often come to these fair value gaps multiple times. You don't hear people saying this. They often say it's a one and done sort of thing. Price will come to fair value gaps multiple times before shooting off. It's not just a one and done sort of thing. And another thing that's key, right? Do you remember how I said you always want to choose the lowest fair value gap for your entry? Well, you don't always get it. You don't always get it. And you might be thinking, oh, well, what's the point in that? I'm telling you, more often than not, you will see that. Right? And we could still even get this, but this is live price action. Right? This is live price action. And yeah, the highest probability would be waiting for an entry like this. Let's say you were a swing trader. Highest probability would be this. Stop at the low of the candle that forms fair value gap, aiming for 2 to 1. But if you're a swing trader, you can aim for a 3 to 1 because you can hold for longer, or even the high there for a 4 to 1. That is the highest probability setups. And yeah, that's all you need to know about fair value gaps. It really is that simple. Ignore everyone else who tries to overcomplicate it. It is that simple. And yeah, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment for the algorithm, and peace. I'll see you guys next time.